YouTube channel Baobab. As you guys know, we always share the information about international students, the process to become international student, the life of international students, and all about the study in the United States. Today we have Palesa from South Africa. That she's going to be with me today and to talk about her experience as international students, and probably we will give more information about how to become international student from South Africa. Palesa, how are you doing today?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good. Can you introduce yourself to our followers?
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Palesa. I am from South Africa and I'm currently studying in the United States.
Thank you very much. So since when have you been here in the United States?
I've been in the United States for about 4 months now. Yeah.
That's your first semester?
Yeah, it's my first semester. I haven't been here for a long time.
That's good. I'm very happy to have you today, and especially to share, your experience about how you did to be here in the United States, to study. Because, as you know, there are a lot of people, maybe back in South Africa or somewhere else, that need the information. That, like, as we said, the information is power. So you have it, and some of our followers do not have it, or some of them have it. They will need to confirm that, to make sure that the information that they have is the right information. So we will go over, your experience, and then to see if that can. I don't doubt on that can be helpful to them. So my first question, maybe next question to you is to ask you about the process to become international student from South Africa. Is it a hard process, or can you tell us about it?
Okay, so becoming an international student straight from South Africa is quite an interesting journey. You face a lot of problems, the culture is different and everything, but more specifically about the process and not about like superficial things. You would have to go through like visa interviews. You have to start the process of looking for schools and stuff like that. And I would like to advise that you find an agency to help you go through that journey rather than coming on your own. Because when you come on your own, it's a lot more expensive. It's a lot more stressful because, like I said, like you have to find a school, and yeah, that is really difficult because the United States has tons and tons of schools. So finding the perfect school for you is best if you find that through an agency.
An agency.
Yes.
I think that's very interesting, because last time we talked about it too, like people go through agency. Someone was asking, how useful the agencies are, for somebody that is looking to come in.
Agencies are quite useful. They literally walk through every step of the journey. They will constantly remind you that, hey, did you send in your applications? Did you send in your visa? Did you
find the best school
find
for
the
you?
best school? Did you book your flights? They will offer you
a lot of services.
A lot of services,
guidance.
like they will even book the flight for you sometimes.
Wow.
And yeah, so agencies are quite useful in that sense. They constantly check up on you to make sure that you're okay, because sometimes like you're so far away from home, you need that guidance and that comfort and safety that, okay, if anything happens, I know that I am protected and I can always go back
to the agency.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that, because like we said, the agencies are the people that are very organized, and then they have a lot of information about how to become international students. Yes. They have been doing it for a lot of people. They kind of have more experience about how it works.
Yeah.
So whenever you engage yourself, you engage yourself with them, they just know how to walk you through that. So if you mentioned something, so you can go by yourself. There is the possibility for somebody to go by himself, but you kind of saying that the one that went through the agency kind of have a little difficulty than somebody that's walking by himself without information or real information. So I would like to go, for people who are coming from French-speaking countries like us, sometimes we go through, when we send in probably our files, or what they call it, papers to becoming, when we find school first, we send our, what do you call this one? It's like our files, our
paperwork. Yes.
Paperwork.
Yes.
they ask us to provide the proof of language. It's like, because we don't speak English.
Yes.
So is the same thing applied to you guys? No?
No. No. So South Africa is a very diverse country. We have 11 official languages. But it's funny that we were not required that, because they know that in school, all schools, whether rural or city, we are all taught English.
So you're speaking English already as a country.
Pretty much, yes. Yes.
It is understandable, because somebody who was like me, I wasn't speaking English until I got here. So I see but that's good then. So the difference between the people who are coming from, non-English speaking countries have to provide the proof of language, but not the same for the people who are coming like South Africa.
Yes.
It's very interesting. So going through the process, you mentioned something about the interview, going through the process to get the interview. Can you talk to us about it?
Okay, so going through like visa interviews is very tedious, because you never know. You can literally be accepted into your school, have all your scholarships, but that moment where you have to sit and go through your interview is a life-changing moment, because you can either be accepted or rejected. And so I can offer you a couple of tips on what to do through that journey. So first of all, you have to remember to stay calm and collected, because when you're anxious, the interviewer will question, why are you anxious? It is important to have all your documentations, including your passport, your acceptance letter, your
I-20.
Your I-20. That is very, very important, because the I-20 states
where
you're going, and it also gives you rules as an international student when you in the States, because obviously you are not an American citizen, so you have rules and different things than a normal average American citizen. Another thing that you have to have is your service fee. So unfortunately, you have to pay for your visa, and it's very expensive. I think currently now, obviously, due to exchange rates, when I paid for my visa, it was about 7,000 Rand in total. So that's about $300 around there. Yeah, so
it's like now is even 350 actually
around there. Yes. So you have to keep that in mind, that it's not like applying for a passport where it's free. Okay, no, passport is, you still pay, but it's way less.
Cheaper,
It's way less. But like a visa, you have to pay. And then another thing is that you have to offer the interviewer like documentation on how you will be financing yourself, if you have means of finances. So if it is whether through a scholarship or a sponsorship or out of pocket. So you have to offer
the proof,
like proof of that. So it can either be bank statements, etc. Yeah.
Thank you very much for walking them through that, because it will be like very beneficial for them. So you left your country and then you've been here, you said more than 4 months now.
Yes.
So probably we can go through that and see. So how was your first impression when you get here as an international student?
It felt like a movie. It felt like I was in an American movie, especially when I saw the yellow bus. I'm like, wow, it's real. The yellow bus is really real. Yeah, and then it literally just felt surreal. But yeah, Americans are really nice people. I won't lie there.
Yeah,
maybe they're nice people. You will find people that will care for you like how your parents care for you. So that shouldn't be a fear for you.
I'm very glad you mentioned it because back in from somewhere, probably Africa or wherever we come from, you can hear people talking about Americans that they see on the movies. They don't talk about the Americans that we live with
exactly,
every day, and then we see them, and we all live like human beings. Being happy every time. Sometimes. So it's very interesting to mention that. So let's go through your first impression, like you said. So let's go now to the challenges that you're facing as an international student now, since you have been here in the United States 4 months, like you said, one semester already.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's only been a semester for me, but nonetheless, like everybody will experience different challenges, but I will just be generalizing here. A lot of people might have homesickness, so it's really important to find people that feel like home. So that can be your teachers, your friends. It's very, very important for you to build those type of connections. Also, another thing, study-wise, from South Africa. From South Africa, you will do fine in the United States. you will do fine in the United States. The schooling system is quite different.
It's different from South Africa.
It's different from South Africa. So you will do pretty well if you stay consistent. It's very important to stay consistent with your work and never slack. Always attend every single lecture. And then another challenge is the weather. Like,
oh yeah,
especially
this time.
Yeah, because right now it's December, and it's so funny because back at home in December.
I mean, they can see that through our clothes that we wear.
I mean, usually right now you'd be in shorts and because it's really hot in December in South Africa, but this side is not the case. It's extremely cold. We are taking this video in 0 degree weather, 0 degrees. So yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing that. People will be prepared before they get here. So let's go. We talk as we sharing experience about international students. I've heard about talking about the college and the university. Can you walk us through what's if you want to give some advice for the people who are thinking to this journey? So what can you advise them in terms of the schooling?
Yes. Okay, 100%. I would advise you that if depending on what finances you come to the United States with. If you're coming with a scholarship, then your scholarship has probably figured that out for you. If you're coming out of pocket, I would advise you that you must think about the lifestyle you want to live. Coming from any country in Africa, to be honest, the United States is very expensive, so you must think about the lifestyle you want to live. If you want a very comfortable lifestyle, affordable lifestyle, I would advise that you choose a university or college in the Midwest. So the Midwest is like Illinois, South and North Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, etc. Choose schools within the Midwest, and then if you are financially capable and want a big city, then go to the coast. So that would be like the West Coast would be like California,
New York.
And then the East Coast would be like New York, it's also very important that it's not a must or a force for you to just dive into university. The beautiful thing about America is that they give their citizens or college students the option to explore different degrees, explore and find yourself within education. So you can do so with going through a community college first. So that will be also known as a transfer college. So how that works is that you go to a community college for 2 years, right? And then you transfer to a bigger university or bigger college for the last 2 years of your degree. So you could also do that, and it's quite affordable, and so
very much for sharing all this experience with us. I think we are going to the end of our section today. So I would like you to give them more of what do you call it, advice. I mean, these people. But I want us to come back on, like you said something about community college, the big college, and the university. What's the difference between all of them? Can you probably mention them? What is the difference for somebody that's going to community college or big college, like you said?
Okay, so like a community college, they offer like associate degrees. So that's like your mini degree, if I can describe it like that. And then community college are often like cheaper than a university, such as like UCLA, UC Berkeley, and whatever. They're usually more affordable. Whereas like a university, they offer your bachelor degree. So yeah.
Oh yeah, so it means that you start after your high school, you can start from community college where you can have the small degree, and then you can transfer, like you said, talk about transfer to the big college so that you can continue there.
Yes, 100%.
And then that one, the community college is cheaper than the university. I think it's very smart to start where it is cheaper to continue where it is expensive.
Yes.
Because if you go after high school, you just go through university, you might be spending a lot of money, especially when you are low income or you don't have a lot of money coming here. I say it. So there are a lot of advice maybe from you, but I want some of them tips that you can give them also.
Another tip that I can give you is just have a great time in the United States. Always remember that, like, if you go through any problems, it's always temporary. You will meet a lot of great people because Americans are really nice people. You will find your home away from home in the United States. So yeah,
I think that's very good. For we hope we will find you next time when to share a lot of experience more to our followers. They would like to hear from you guys, and they have been texting us and commenting on videos, and they show the interest about everything that you guys are sharing here. We hope you will promise to come back next time.
I definitely will.
Thank you very much for being with us today. It's very interesting to listen to you. Palesa from South Africa.
Thank you.
I love South Africa. I know about Pretoria.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, that's good. And I know also Johannesburg.
That's where I'm from, kind of.
Wow. And then when we talk about South Africa, you know what comes into our mind?
What?
Nelson Mandela.
Oh, wow.
Mandela, yes. Just one of the African figure that we all know and then we all love.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Palesa, for being with us tonight. Your information are very helpful for our followers, and I think they will be hoping to listen more about you and to know about your experience.
Yes. You guys can follow me on my journey on Instagram. So my Instagram handle will be linked below, and I'm also on TikTok. That will also be linked below.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for all of you guys for following us. Keep commenting, keep sharing with your followers, your friends. They all will be very happy to learn from you and from us. See you next time.
Thank you. Bye.